What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a very special video planned for you today. I got some new toys in the mail today and I cannot wait to show you what they are. This is my unboxing and overview of the LD Systems ICOA series. Bags, top cabinet, subwoofer. Okay, first we're going to start with the top cabinet, and I already know what you're thinking, dude, your box is upside down. Yeah, it is. I'm going to show you a really cool trick on how to get your equipment out of the box. So, tape and cut it, and just take it off. Open the bottom. Booklet, IEC power cable. You're gonna tuck this piece in the back, or in the front, I guess, down, and then do the same with the sides. Let it down gently. Probably can't see some of this. And then just lift it off. So much easier that way. Comes in some styrofoam, the kind that doesn't flake off. Thank God. If you got kids, you know what I'm talking about. Well wrapped in some plastic. Going to get this plastic off as gently as possible. And there's the top cabinet. It's a pretty good looking speaker from an aesthetic point. Really well constructed cabinet. Composite plastic, of course. It's got fly points here at the top from what I can see. I'm sure it's got others on here somewhere. Haven't seen them yet, but we'll check that out when we do the overview of it. Let's get into the sub box now. Now this is the ICOA Sub 15A. It's pretty heavy. I think it's around 87 pounds, something like that. I'll check that once we get this box open. But from what I've seen, it's a pretty good looking piece of hardware as well. Down there. We're gonna do the same thing with this box. I actually scooted it a little further back so you can see how I do this. Just roll it on its side. Make sure those are tucked. Bring it down gently. And you can just grab the top of the box, pull it out. So if you're one of those people who would always have to fight to get the product out of the box, now you know how to get it out much easier and less frustrating way. Again, well wrapped in plastic. You also have instruction manual and another IEC power cable for the sub as well. Don't want to lose these. These are important. Once again, well protected in plastic and the flakeless styrofoam. I'm gonna attempt to get the plastic off here. It's in there good. Once again, from an aesthetic point of view, this is a really good looking piece. I like how it has the handles on the top as well as the bottom. I like how it matches the aesthetic of the top cabinet. You don't usually see that a lot, and it's not usually anything that really matters, but in this case, it's just nice to see that this matches that. It gives it a little bit more cohesive look. And very well constructed. So we got some, some caster mounts here. Casters, are they in the box? Casters optional. Huh. So what you're looking at here is a 15-inch coaxial speaker and an 18-inch subwoofer that are going to be married together with this Gravity SP2332B. It's a M20 threaded to, I believe, 35 millimeter, yeah, 35 millimeter speaker stand for these two. If you did not know, Gravity is owned by the same company that LD Systems is, the Adam Hall Group. So if you've never heard of LD Systems, but you have Gravity stand stuff in your rig, you've actually known about them for quite a while. You just didn't know it. The LD Systems ICOA 15A BT is a genuine all-rounder for full range, satellite, and monitor applications. It's a two-way speaker with a 15-inch woofer. It maxes out at 128 dB max SPL with a continuous power rating of 300 watts. It has a coaxial design with a rotatable horn, and the horn is mounted over the woofer. It also features a Dynex DSP with 4 presets and features a 3-band EQ and delay function. So where most speaker companies strongly discourage you from taking apart their equipment, something that could possibly void your warranty, this speaker, LD Systems, pretty much encourages you to take off the grill so it can reveal what's underneath. Yes, you heard it right when I said rotatable horn and that it was mounted over the woofer. That is exactly what you have here. This is a coaxial speaker. You have 4 ports up here for better air movement for the bass, your 15-inch woofer mounted in the back, and then your horn mounted right in front. The really cool thing about this horn is when you put this into a monitor position, you can actually remove these 4 bolts and then rotate it 90 degrees. Not also just for monitoring, but if you wanted to install these as a permanent installation and you wanted to mount them sideways, you could just turn the horn to make sure that you got that same 90-degree coverage. And when making this as a monitor, it actually has a pretty cool feature with the LD Systems logo. It can be rotated 360 degrees. So if you want to use this as a monitor, you can still have it branded to where it's right side up. Or if you wanted to be a little different, since the design of the front of the speaker is symmetrical on the top and the bottom, you could also make it to where your LD Systems logo is on the top. Not that it matters, but if you want to stand out and be a little different from some of your friends that have these, there you go. As far as connections goes, it has 2 inputs. These are multi-plugs, so you can do XLR or 1/4 inch in these. Gain knobs for each channel there, as well as an auxiliary in and a system out. All right, so we'll go through some of the DSP here, the display. We got our volume knob. This will go all the way to plus 10 dB, and then all the way down to kill it, -60. I usually keep mine right on 0 dB. So that's where we'll go. Press, brings you back to the main screen. Press again, you have audio. Here you can do your presets, full range, flat, monitor, sat. So we're gonna have this as full range most of the time. EQ settings, there's already some out of the box. It gives you a 0.6 dB gain on your highs, a -1 dB on your mids, and a +10 on your lows. And then of course your delay is off. We'll go back to the main menu. This is your Bluetooth area where you can pair your phone, and then settings where you can dim the LCD, you can change the brightness of the screen, the contrast, info, and then factory reset. Given the unique design of this speaker, the sound quality itself, the construction quality, and just the overall look, you cannot go wrong with this speaker. This is not a beginner level speaker by any stretch of imagination, and it's really not bad considering that you can pick these up for $599.99 at most of your major retailers. This is for the 15A BT model, the 15-inch with Bluetooth model. They do have these without Bluetooth, and they also have passive systems for the ICOA brand as well. This is one of the best sounding speakers I've ever heard. The sound quality that comes out of these is just ridiculous. Super crisp highs, vocals sound fantastic. The lows are really, really good for the 15-inch top cabinet that it is. Only producing 128 dB at its max SPL is not going to be a big deal because There's always the subwoofer. And we should talk about the sub.